When it came time to graduate high school, I kind of had two loves at that time. One was theater and acting, and one was dance. And so I really wasn't sure, I felt like I kind of had to choose between the two, wanting to keep both in my life, but one had to take precedence. So I decided to go for acting. And so I ended up going to a film conservatory in New York. And so I did that for a year, and just kind of for practice, I ended up I went to an audition for West Side Story, the national tour, because I'd done it in high school. I figured, why not? Might as well get some experience in the audition room. And I actually got cast. So that was a whole fun thing to defer from the school. And so I did that for a whole year, which was super, super intense and awesome and an incredible learning experience. It was helpful to have, I feel like as a child and being in high school growing up, I was very lucky to have been in the productions at Maine State Ballet because they were at a level, we perform at Merrill Auditorium for the Nutcracker. We get to experience different higher levels of responsibility and professionalism that a lot of times you don't get, from just being in high school shows and stuff. So that was definitely helpful. But even still being on that tour, I learned so much about professionalism and responsibility, but it was definitely really challenging. It was nice to have, all the dance experience that I had. We learned all of West Side Story, which is some of the hardest choreo I've ever done in about 2 weeks. It was a bus and truck situation, so, there was one point we were in 6 different states in 1 week, 8 shows a week, 5-show weekends, which was a lot to handle. Being younger and feeling like performing and acting and dancing, feeling it being more magical and having a lot of grandeur and all that. Definitely tone that down, which I think is a good thing because it enables me to, just be able to approach stuff in a simpler way and an easier way, and definitely take direction in a simpler and easier way. It was a really, really, really great experience. So after tour, my body was pretty broken down, and I was seriously questioning if I ever really wanted to dance again. And so it took about a year to kind of get back on top of things. It's New York is a city of opportunity, but if you're spending all your time working at a restaurant, you don't have any time to take advantage of that opportunity. So that's what compelled me to want to come back to Maine State Ballet for a little while. And it was kind of in spurts. I came back and traveled back and forth a lot. And then, I came back for a longer period, and I was like, well, maybe I'll stay a little bit longer. Oh, maybe I'll stay for a whole season. But it's been super, super great because it's given me the time to work on dancing again and approach it in a healthier way, which is really, really great because I was wondering if that would ever really happen again, if I'd able to dance without pain and stuff. Too, beyond the dancing, but the reason why Maine State Ballet was appealing for me to come back to is because it was such a solid situation and solid environment with kind and consistent people, and really a great place to feel nourished and encouraged and get that positive reinforcement. And I've been able to work on my dancing and get better at that, but also, take the other time I have to focus on different stuff, personal training stuff or art stuff, trying to figure out where I want to go next. So this time has been so, so helpful, and I'm so, so grateful, and really pumped to have just been able to work on dancing again and get better and get stronger and work with some wonderful people on some really awesome shows. It's been really, really great.